أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد أرسلنا من قبلك في شيع الأولين وما يأتيهم من رسول إلا كانوا به يستهزئون كذلك نسلكه في قلوب المجرمين لا يؤمنون به وقد خلت سنة الأولين ولو فتحنا عليهم بابا من السماء فظلوا فيه يعرجون وقالوا إنما سكرت أبصارنا بل نحن قوم مسحورون صدق الله العلي العظيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. Respected my elders, friends, brothers, those mothers who was listening from homes, and those who were sitting in the basement. It is a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to be in the masjid. Masajid are places through which a Muslim connects himself with his Creator. Masajid are places through which a Muslim gains the pleasure of his Creator. We should thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being in the masjid and for every good deed which we do with the tawfiq and with the fazl and with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should thank Him, we should pay gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should keep this in our minds at all times. This dunya in which we are living, this is for everyone. Allah Almighty gives the dunya, the wealth of this dunya, to whom He loves and to whom He doesn't love. But there is one thing that only is given to those whom Allah Almighty loves. And that is the deen, the religion of Islam and the Iman. Allah Almighty gives Iman to whom He loves. Allah Almighty, He loves us, He gave us Iman. Now it is our responsibility to take care of this Iman, keep an eye on our Iman at all times. And we should keep an eye on our children's Iman, because as being the guardians, we will be on the day of judgment answerable. Allah Almighty will ask us, your children were under your care. So in order to keep their Iman protected, what did you do? So we will be asked by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of judgment. So our own Iman and the Iman of our children, our family members. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu Qu anfusakum ahlikum nara. Allah Almighty is saying that you save your own selves from the hellfire and your family members. Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu asked Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we've understood that we save ourselves from the hellfire. How can we save our family members? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said to Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you instruct your family members to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how you will save your family members from the hellfire. So my respected elders and my young brothers, Iman is a great ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in this period, in this era in which we are living, many of our youth are losing their Iman. Many of our youth are losing their Iman, and this is the reason. The reason behind this is lack of connection with the ulama kiram. Some may not like this, but I can tell you one thing. He who will disconnect himself from the ulama kiram, then his Iman is in danger. We have to connect ourselves with the ulama. Because the ulama ikram, they are the inheritors of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And whenever in the society, whenever there a fitna appears, first of all, who comes to know this? The ulama ikram. They are the one who come to know this is a fitna. And then they are the one who warn the people that this is a fitna, stay away from this. We need to keep an eye on our amals. We need to keep our eyes on our vision, on our beliefs, what beliefs we adopt, what our amals are. We have to, now the Quran is here in front of us. Quran is like a mirror. If we sit in these circles of the Tafseer of Quran, then the Quran will tell us where we are going wrong, whether our beliefs are wrong, correct or incorrect. So Quran can only be explained. Keep this in your mind. Quran can only be explained by ulama ikram. There are so many circles that are taking place in which non-ulama are giving the shedding light on the Quran. They can make so many mistakes. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said in a hadith, he who has said anything regarding the Quran out of his own opinion, then he should make his abode hellfire. This Quran has been revealed to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught the Quran to Sahaba Ikram and Sahaba to their pupils until this chain has come to us. Now, the ulama are the one who have the authority to do the tafsir of the Quran, and we should sit in the gatherings, in the circles of the ulama Ikram to learn what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is demanding from us. So my respected elders and my young brothers, the verses I just recited before you are the verses of Surah Al Hijr. And in these verses, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is consoling Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because the non-believers of Makkah al-Mukarramah used to cause so many harms to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And being a human being, he used to be saddened by all these things and the hurdles and obstacles. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you don't need to worry. And this is not new. We did send so many prophets before you, and they were also mocked by their nations. As if you are being mocked by your people, this is not new. And we need to keep one thing in our mind. There are some sins which can lead us to kufr. And they are the sins of the kuffar. The mockery is one of them. Mockery is one of them. All the nations, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala began to send the prophets for the guidance of mankind, the people of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, what did they do? They mocked Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. The people of Salih and Hud alayhi salatu wasalam, the nations and their followers, what did they do? They began to mock at the prophets. Mockery is it's an act of kufr, and it is an act of the kuffar. They were the one who used to mock the prophets. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala particularly addressed the Muslims, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la yaskhar qawmun min qawmin asa an yakunu khayran minhum wala nisa'un min nisa' asa an yakunna khayran minhunna. Allah is saying, O believers, no man should mock at other men, lest the latter may be better than the former, and no woman should mock at other women, lest the latter is better than the former. So you never know, sometimes, and particularly mockery in this day and age, mockery, it takes place at whom? Who are mocked at? Particularly the religious people. The religious people are mocked at by irreligious people. They are mocked at them, and the mockery can be in many forms. Mockery can be many forms. It can be through the tongue, and it can be, you can mock at someone's bodily defect. He has a bodily defect. You can mock at someone's speech, someone's talk. You can mock at someone's work. You can mock at someone's dress, how he's dressing. One can draw another person's attention to someone's a physical defect so that they can laugh at him. All these are the forms of mockery, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is prohibiting us from this evil sin and this major sin. And when we look at the Sahaba Ikram, how much they feared of this sin. Hazrat Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiallahu ta'ala who used to say, I fear that if I mock at a dog, I fear that Allah Almighty may change me into the dog. Allah might make me a dog. If I mock at a dog, now just imagine mocking at a dog is just an animal. So here the Sahabi Rasul is saying, I feel that if I mock at a dog, maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala change me into a dog, make me a dog. And what about mocking at a Muslim, particularly at a Muslim? It's a grave sin. And especially those who are pious people. Keep this in your mind. Those who are pious people, the awliya ikram, those who are very connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if anyone mocks at them, then Allah Almighty wages war, against these people. Allah says, Man adali waliyan faqad adantuhu bil harbi. Whosoever will make my, who will show enmity to my friend, then I wage war against him. And then when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wages a war against someone, then what does this mean? This means there is a great fear that this person may die without iman. There's a great fear that this person who is showing hostility to a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to a friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to one who is connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who is showing, who is mocking at a friend of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one who is very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then there is a fear that at the time of death, he may leave this dunya without iman. He may leave this dunya without iman. So my respected elders and my young brothers, never ever mock at, particularly, generally we should not mock at anyone, believer, non-believer, but within the Muslims, within the believers, we should never, mock, particularly the religious people, those who are connected with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are known as the religious people, and then on top of them, and beyond them are the walis of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, awliyaullah, the saints, the salihin, those are very close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should be very mindful. We should be very mindful when it comes, when it comes, to show our enmity to someone, our grudge to someone, our hatred to someone. When these pious people come, then we should stop. We should break there. Why? Because if we show enmity to them, then we show enmity to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah has declared a war against these people. So my respected elders, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the tawfiq that we stay connected to the masajid, we stay connected to the ulama ikram, and we show love to the ulama ikram, we love them, we respect them, and we sit in their gatherings, inshallah, then we can hope from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the time of death, Allah Almighty will protect our iman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take us from this dunya with iman. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this majlis and make it means of our forgiveness. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.